Man, oh man, do I have to share something with you guys. So, most of you who follow my page, follow my YouTube, you know exactly what I've been talking to you about spiritual warfare, that is real, and that there are spirits behind the actions of people. There are demons that walk among you. There are people who are under control. MK Ultra is real. People are under control, but there's a spirit behind this. And you know that there's a lot of people in cults. They're watching you. Chosen ones. They're watching you, chosen ones. So they're trying to do everything in their power to frame you, to make it look like something, right? So I came out of work one day and I took a picture of this lady who I saw was recording me. Remember, what they're trying to do is create scenarios. They're trying to lie. They're trying to do everything in their power because you are exposing the truth. So they have to do everything in their power to keep you, right? So in the picture, because it was obvious, nothing is real. This is all, everything is orchestrated. Everywhere that you walk, everywhere that you go is all orchestrated. So I walked down the block and I already saw that everything was staged for me. So there was a lady, she was like in the corner with a stroller. But before I even crossed that street, I already saw the whole scenario, because when you get discernment, your discernment catches everything. You see everything. Once that eye is open, you see everything. So the lady who I took a picture of, right, as I'm walking minding my business, she stood in the corner videotaping or taking a picture. The lady, before I even crossed the street, she had the stroller. This lady, she looked back at me. Everybody looks at you because you got that light in you. All the demons and everybody who got a bad spirit, these demons, they see your light. So the lady looked at me, boom, right? And then as I crossed the street, she started her role, her acting. The orchestration, the street theater begins. So the lady who I took a picture of, I know her. I've seen her face before at my job. She's standing in the corner. As I'm just walking minding my business, she's taking a picture of me just walking by. But remember, they have to make it look like you're doing something. You know, they have to create a story on you, right? So as I'm walking minding my business, she was taking her pictures. So I took a picture of her as well. I took a picture just to show you that they walk amongst you. Those of you who are asleep, they walk amongst you. Look at her hands. Look at her fingers on her phone. They're connected with each other. They are extended. That's not a normal hand. That's not normal fingers. It's not. Look, when you zoom into her eyes, look at it. They're soulless, right? But her skin is turning greenish, like reptilian, draconian. Demons walk around amongst you. There's a lot of things that walk among you. A lot of people are not human. They walk among you. Some of these people have masks. There are things underneath that too. You know what I'm saying? So I took a picture of that. You know, because that's what they try to do. They try to set you up. So this woman who I took a picture of, you could clearly see. Look at her. Look at the fingers. It's connected. That's not normal. That's not human. No fingers are like that. Her skin was already turning like the greenish color. It was changing. Look at the eyes. That's not a normal face. But when you open this and when you can see, and when you're not distracted no more, when you are awakened, you can see what the world don't see. A lot of people don't see this. A lot of people just walk by this. They don't see the tactics, what they do, right? So yes, you know that's how they frame you. But I took a picture of that lady just to show you. Just to show you they walk among you. These demons. A lot of people who's gang stalking the targets, which are you, the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? You are the ones who can see what the world don't see, and they don't want you to show, to express that. They don't want you to talk about what we see, what the world don't see, and what the world don't know. So they're doing everything in their power to silence you, so you won't wake the other ones who are still asleep. That's what they're doing. So they're trying to create scenarios. So that lady I took a picture, she took a picture of me just walking past a lady who was just with a stroller. You know what I'm saying? I just walked by, but she took a picture. She was doing something. So what you need to understand is what they do is, because when you have discernment, you already catch who they are. Remember, they all got handlers. So You may have somebody walk in front of you or walk past you with a child or walk past you with a girlfriend, but they're wearing the color codes that you can see. Some of them don't even have to wear the color codes, but when you have your discernment, they're always going to look at you and they handle it because you can see things that the other world don't see, regardless of what it is. So somebody can be in a car, right? It's all orchestrated. Somebody can be in a car, in a red or a blue car, white car, recording or taking a picture of the person walking with the child, but that person is already part of that skit because they're trying to frame you and create scenarios on you, you know. So you just be walking by minding your business, but they still taking pictures of you walking past people, you know what I'm saying, because they got to create something. But look at that lady that I took a picture of. Look at her. Look at the face. It's clear. The skin is turning greenish. It's like reptilian. Her eyes don't even look normal, and I seen her face. Look at the fingers on the phone. Look at the fingers. It's not normal. That's not human. I told you. There are people who walk among you who have doors open. They could be demonly possessed, right? And then you have people who are, like, you can see them physically, but they're not human. They could take a form of a human, or there are some that walk among you that ain't human at all. Let them take off that mask. You know, there's a lot of people who's being admired by this deep fake now. They found it amusing. I'm telling you, man, it ain't amusing because they gonna start framing people. You see how the technology is? They're putting old celebrity faces, making it on certain old movies using their actual voice on an old scene that they were never in. Now you're looking at the actor, hearing his voice or her voice in a scene that she was or he was never in, and it sounds like them, and you see them clear. Everybody finds it funny. Everybody's laughing at it. Everybody finds it amusing. They think it's cute. But is it going to be cute when you see your face, when you hear your voice, and they're going to put it on another individual, and they're going to frame you, and they're going to make it look like you did something or said something that it was never you? Do you know that they could take your voice and copy it? You know that's what they're doing now? Look at the movie Scream. You see how the killer was using different voices, right? To trick people. That's real. People can they are recording your voice. They're taking your voice, ladies and gentlemen. They're taking your voice. And what they can do is they can call people that you know, or call random people, but people you know, using your voice. And next thing you know, all of a sudden you're probably gonna have people approach you or come to you and say, yo, didn't you say such and such about me or such and such about this person? And you never said any of that. So pay attention, wake up, man. Because things is getting real out here. It's crazy. They walk among you. These demons walk among you. And there's people who worship these demons, these devil worshippers. They worship these demons and Satan. Wake up. Because they walk among you, and we see what the world don't see. There's a lot of people who sleep because they're distracted by low frequency, low energy things. They are distracted by things that they shouldn't be distracted on. But they are targeting those who are awakened, who see this, and they don't want us exposing this, which is why they're doing everything in their power to keep you quiet, so you won't tell the world nothing about what's going on. But it's real. They're watching you. They're trying to frame you. You chosen ones. That's why they're targeting you. Because you see what the world don't see, and you can show it. You can explain it. You can explain the tactics. They don't want nobody exposing that. They don't. That's why they're doing everything in their power to silence you, to make you look crazy, to frame you. They're doing everything in their power. They're videotaping you. They're recording you. They're creating scenarios, telling it to other people. But no, in reality, these people, some of them are not human. Some of them are human possessed with demons. Under MK Ultra, their brains are so fried by what they're doing. They got doors open, portals, gateways open, that there's spirits behind this. Our battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against principalities. It's against spirits. This is a spiritual warfare. It's real out here. It's real. So while people were over here being distracted by what he or she said, relationship couple, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the silly things, going to concerts, listening to music, just sitting all day watching movies. There's a lot of things happening in this world, and there's people distracted by it. But those of us who are awake, they're targeting us because we are awake. We unplugged, And they don't want to share in this. But look at the pictures that I took. That's clear. Look at the fingers. Look at the fingers. It's clear. They walk among you, yo. A lot of you who are asleep, including myself at one point, entertained these demons that weren't human. You entertained them. Some of you probably even fornicated with them. That's how real this gets, yo. It's real. Wake up, because it's getting serious out here. Wake up. Stop sleeping. Unplug from this matrix. You see exactly what they're doing with that cashless society, right? You see what's happening with the dollar. Don't get that mark of the beast, and don't fear. The Most High, he's coming soon. Trust me. It's coming. Stay awake. Don't stop sleeping. Wake up.